Hello everybody, welcome back to ERD Stitches YouTube channel. Today I'm going to put you through on how to cut and sew this beautiful lunch bag you are seeing here. So if this is what you would like to watch, please stay put to the end of this video. But before I continue, I want to also tell you, as you watch, please don't forget to subscribe, like, share and drop a comment. And also I have online classes going on Telegram, so if you're interested on joining any of my online classes, please WhatsApp me on this number displayed on this video. So this is the lunch bag we are going to learn today. I'm going to put you through on the cutting and the sewing, so don't be in a hurry to go. Just cool down, watch the process as we go sew it. So let's get started. So these are the materials I'm using. I'm going to put you through on everything I'm using here. So I'm going to start with this webbing, which is belt 1.5 inches belt and is 48 inches. This is bias belt 11 inches, and this is Velcro tape, which we call husband and wife, is also 11 inches. Now I have belts here. This belt you are seeing here, you can see the measurement 3.5 inches. I have it 2 pieces. I have another belt, 1 inch belt, cut out here. The measurement is 4.5 inches. I have it 2 pieces also. These are cut out 5.25 inches and is 1.5 inches belt. I also have a plastic lock or hook, plastic hook. I have adjuster 2 pieces, one for this and one for this. So now I'm going to keep all these things aside while we start the sewing proper of this lunch bag. So now this is the side of the lunch bag. The measurement I use here is 5 inches by 9.25 inches, and I have the leather, the foam and the lining. So I also have the main body of the lunch bag, which is 10 inches by 32 inches. So I also cut it lining, foam and leather. So now we are going to start working on the side. So first we are going to sew our strap, that's our webbing, to the side, the 1.5 inches webbing. That is what we are going to sew. So as for this long one, you can see the way I folded it down here. I'm going to place it here. As you've seen, I will centralize and sew. Then for the smaller part, the 5.25 inch belt, I'm going to place it here. I'm going to come down by 2 inches to this point. From up and measure 2 inches, then I will sew it to this point. Then I'm going to fold the down part also. I will centralize it and sew. That's what I'm doing on this now. So this is also going to sew. You just watch the way I put my belt. First I'm going to sew it at that point. You fold in the rough side, fold it in and sew. Fold it in a way that it can pass through your sewing machine. That is what I did. I did not take any particular measurement for that. So after sewing it, I'm going to place it on my leather. I've already explained to you before now how I'm going to place it. So I'm just going to sew it on my leather now. Just make sure you watch the way I'm doing it. I'm taking my time to do this tutorial so that everybody will understand how to make this particular lunch bag. So after sewing it, this is what I have. I'm going to repeat same on this one also. So this is it. Before I sew, I'm going to measure where I stopped because everything has to be the same. They have to align. So after taking the measurement of where my belt stop, I will now sew the long webbing, which is the long strap. You can call it handle or webbing or strap, whatever you call it. So I believe you understand what I'm doing here. So I'm going to centralize it, and I'm trying to centralize it. Make sure that it's centralized, then I will sew it round. So guys, as you watch, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like my video, share my videos, and don't forget to leave a like and a comment. So this is me trying to sew it. So after sewing it, this is what we have now. So I'm going to get my lining and my foam. So this is my lining, this is my foam. What I'm going to place my lining on that's the right side facing down, you can see it. Then I place my foam, place my leather, then I'm going to stitch it round. So as you sew, you arrange your foam, don't sew on your foam. As you sew, you arrange. So that's what I'm just doing there. I'm trying to cut off the excess foam. Then as I sew, I will arrange it because I don't want the foam to enter my stitch line. So that's what I'm trying to do here. So I'm done sewing it. This is it. So I'm going to sew the second one also the same way I sewed the first one. So after sewing it, you trim off the excess lining as I'm doing now. So this is our side now, is ready. I'm keeping it aside. We are going to work on the main body. So this is my main body. Please don't mind the folding there. Just watch what I'm doing. So I took here 4.5 inches, 4.5 inches. I drew a line at that 4.5 inches point. Now I want to sew my cartoon character, but I'm not sewing exactly on that line. I'm going to move it down a little with like half inch. I'll move it down a little with like half inch. Then I will sew. I'm going to top stitch it on my leather. So as I get to this point, I have to fold in my cartoon character with like 1/4 inch. Fold it in so that that edge will be smooth. So this is it. Now I'm done sewing my cartoon character and I'm trimming off the excess of the cartoon character I have there. Now I'm going to sew this. This is the 4.5 inches webbing. So I'm going to get my plastic hook or plastic socket. Some people call it hook, some people call it socket. So please watch the one I'm sewing with my 4.5 inches belt. Watch the part I'm sewing now. The part I'm putting into it is the pin part, the part that has 3 legs. That's the one I'm putting in my 4.5 inches belt, and it has front and back. This is the front. So watch the way I'm putting it now. Then you fold it in and sew. So for this particular part, I am going to sew it on the 3.5 inches belt or webbing. 3.5 inches belt, and you fold in and sew. Just watch the way I'm folding. Just fold it the way it can pass through your machine. So you fold it in and sew. So that's what I'm going to do to everything. Now you can see I'm done sewing them. This is what I have after sewing it. You can see it. So now we are going to sew it on our leather. So this particular one that has 3 foot, you can see it 3 foot. I'm going to sew it on the 4.5 inches part. So what I did is that from that point I took 2.5 inches. I did same here also. So I'm going to place it there. I did not come inward. I just placed it very close to the line. So I'm going to stitch it, but before I stitch, I need to get a belt also that can cover it. I'm going to sew it at once. So as I sew, when I'm getting towards that line, I will insert it in. So when I insert it in, I will sew it, double stitch that particular point. Then I will continue sewing. When I get to the line, I will insert the second one. Don't come inward, but just place it in such a way that it will touch the line. So I'm trying to arrange it very well. So what I did, I'm doing now, I want to measure where the first one stopped so that the two of them will stop at the same point. So when I measured it, it stopped at 1.5 inches from the top there. So that's what I just marked now. So this is me sewing it, sew it round, sew it round. Good. So this is it now. This is it. This is what I have. So now we are going to, so remember we have sewn this, but the second part of this hook or socket we have not sewn it. So this is where we are going to sew it. Here I measured 3.5 inches, and by the side also I took 2.5 inches, like the way I did in the other one. So now I'm going to place it very close to the line. Then I'll also measure where it's stopping. So when I measured it, it stopped at 1 inch. 1 inch. So I'm going to sew it the way I did on the other side. So guys, if you have watched it this extent and you are yet to subscribe to my channel, kindly do so. Subscribe to my channel, like my videos, share my videos, and most importantly, don't forget to leave a comment. So now you can see me sewing it. Please, when you get to this part, make sure you backstitch so that it will not loose easily. Make sure you backstitch. So now I'm trying to insert the second one. I'll also measure it to make sure that the two of them are on the same line. That's what I'm trying to do here. That the two of them are on the same, they are having the same allowance from that top. So now I'll continue the sewing backstage. Then continue the sewing. I have online classes going on Telegram on how to make school bags and lunch bags. So if you're interested in joining any of my classes, please reach me on the WhatsApp number displayed here. So this is what I have after sewing it now. So I'm going to sew it round with my lining and my foam like I did on the side. So that's what I'm trying to do now. My lining is down, my foam is at the middle, then my leather is on top. So I'm trying to sew, you can see it. So I'm going to sew it round. So I'm done sewing it. This is what I have now. This is our main body. So now I'm going to work on the side. So I want to use my bias belt and tape it as you can see me doing here. I'm trying to tape it, the two sides. Use your bias belt and tape it and you have something like this. You can see it. So now I'm going to work on this main body. You can look at this part. If you can remember, this is the part where I took 3.5 inches. 3.5 inches. So when I turn it to the wrong side like this, I took 0.75 inches, which is 3/4 inches. So I mark it as a straight line. So now I'm going to sew my Velcro tape. You know that Velcro have the rough side and the smooth side. So what I'm saying sewing here now is the smooth side. Place it on that line and sew it. So after sewing, you trim off the excess. You see it, I'm done sewing it. So now on this part that I measured 4.5 inches, remember 4.5 inches, what I did here, I took 2.5 inches, 2.5 inches, and I ruled it as a straight line. So from that line inward, I'm going to sew the second part of the Velcro tape, which is the sharp one, the rough one. The rough part of the Velcro tape is what I'm sewing here now. So just sew it round. So after sewing it, this is what we have. This is it now. So now is the time to sew the side. This is my side. So from that 4.5 inches point, just place your side and start sewing. From the 4.5 inches point, just place your side, just measure it. It's supposed to be where that belt is. Where that belt started should be the 4.5 inches point. So that is where our side is going to start from. So you place it wrong side facing each other. Why I place it wrong side facing each other is because I'm going to tape it outside. So I'm going to sew it round now. But for the sake of the beginners here, I'm going to show you how to do it so that it will be easy for you. When you sew it to the end, you just flip it over, flip the base over like this. You can see it, hold it there. No allowance, don't put any allowance at that point. You don't need any allowance there. You can see the way I'm doing it. You arrange it, make sure it's equal this way. Then I'm going to sew it. I'm doing this for the sake of the beginners in our midst. So you sew the base. So after sewing the base and the other side, this is what we have. So now I'm going to repeat same on the other side, and after sewing it, this is our bag. Our bag is almost ready. You can see it, it's almost ready. So now the next thing we are going to do is to get our 1-inch belt or webbing belt. Place it, see the way I place it, just place it to use it to cover it round. So after sewing it, this is what I have. This is our bag. If you have watched this extent and you are yet to subscribe, please subscribe. Don't forget to like, share, and also don't forget to leave a comment. So this is our bag now. Let me open it up so that you can see what the inside look like. Very cute and beautiful lunch bag. So now we're going to finish sewing the strap of the bag. And before I sew it, please, if you have here and you have not joined my online training, you have missed a lot. You are missing a lot though. And my training is the most affordable, very cheap. I know why I made it that way, because I want everybody to be empowered. This time around, all of us, we must have food on our table. No time to give excuse, no reason again to be dulling. I am doing all this to empower people. So this is it, and this is our bag. Thank you for watching. This is the outcome of our bag. This lunch bag is so cute and it's big. As you are seeing it like this, it's big. It's a big lunch bag, as in it's normal lunch bag. This is it. So thank you all for watching. See you in our next video, and please don't forget to share this video. Share it so that many people will benefit from this. And as you share it, don't forget to like, don't forget to leave a comment. See you in our next video. God bless you real good.